Hi everyone, Freddy here. For today's video, I want to go and share with you guys one of my favorite summer recipes, which is lychee and strawberry sorbet. So growing up as a kid, being raised in a Chinese, Taiwanese household, lychees were always something that we'd eat a lot of. However, when I started making Western types of desserts such as cupcakes as well as crepes and things like that, I never really could find a place to incorporate lychees into. Whenever you try to heat up lychees, gross fact, I don't really think it's a fun fact, but lychees sort of have this garlicky note that really gets enhanced when you heat them up. So when I tried to make lychee jam one time, it just tasted funky and not pleasant at all. And that sort of traumatized my experience with lychees for about a good 2 years. Until I think my sophomore year of college when I decided to make lychee sorbet for the first time again after buying a ton of lychees and needing to get rid of them. It was when I was in the middle of taking business and accounting classes in Boston, and I was living with my friend Joy. I just bought so many lychees out of the blue. I just saw them in the supermarket and got excited because I haven't seen them in such a long time. And then the next thing you know, I buy a bag of them, I leave them in there for about a good 3 weeks, and then I realized these things are going bad. I need to use them somewhere, somehow. Well, I started chopping them up, and then I was like, it's really hot right now. Maybe like a lychee sorbet would be a delicious thing to make. As I was making the sorbet, I checked the fridge for other things I could add into it, and I saw that I had a carton of strawberries that had been in there for about just as long, and I thought, why not add these in there, because these are also going to go bad too if I don't, and also, I've never done anything like that before, so why not just combine strawberries and lychee and see what happens when you freeze it together. So I froze it, and then I ended up making the sorbet out of the two ingredients, and it came out as this luscious, beautiful pink color. Seeing the color reminds me of Hello Kitty. Like, I have a lot of nicknames for the sorbet. I call it the Sorbet sorbet, the Hello Kitty sorbet, or just the classic Strawberry-Lychee sorbet. It is delicious. When we had one of Joy's friends, Jess, over, she was really hungry, so then I was like, here, have some of this. So I fed her some of my sorbet, and I remember that later that day when she was leaving, she outright looked me in the eye and said, Fred, I'm gonna dream about this sorbet. And that's the first time anyone's ever given me a compliment like that over anything. Out of all my ice cream recipes, I'd say that the strawberry lychee sorbet is probably my second best, my first being the passion fruit gelato. A little trick I like to do to go and help prepare the lychees a lot easier is, with a knife, I just cut them in half, because then it's just a 2-pinch process to get, well, I guess 4-pinch process to get rid of all of the stuff around the lychees, because it takes 1 pinch to remove the seed on the inside, 1 pinch to remove the shell on the outside, and voila. And you just repeat that with the other half, and then you have a whole lychee, cored and peeled. For the ice cream recipe itself, I do a 4:1 ratio of lychee to strawberry because I want the lychee to be more prominent, when I made this recipe originally, it was to use up an entire bag of lychees, so that's how I always remind myself what the ratio is. Additionally, I use honey in the recipe. You could also use light corn syrup, agave, or one of my favorites is actually mizuame, which I can't get here in Boston, but in Japanese supermarkets such as Mitsuwa, they sell it. It's basically a syrup made with rice. And the reason why you add any of these ingredients into the sorbet mixture is it's called technically inverted sugars, so to speak. And what an inverted sugar does in an ice cream base is it helps stabilize it more, so that way it won't melt right away when you scoop it up. What I also love about this recipe is because you're using fresh fruit inside of the base, you don't need an ice cream machine per se to actually churn it, which is what I'm showing you exactly here in the video. You don't even need a food processor. All you really need to do to break the ice crystals to make it into a proper sorbet is just whip it, or use a rubber spatula to just smear it to crush up all the ice crystals. Basically, all you have to do is stir it around, and then voila, you have perfectly churned sorbet. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it on a hot summer day like how I did, because it's one of the things that makes me look forward to the summer each and every year. Well, that and also the endless Netflixing. Now if you excuse me, I'm gonna go and watch House of Cards. Bye bye!